call my own. Ooh. Just you and me. Huh. Hey, yeah. Woo! And then T-Boz. Hey. That was turned. Hi, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the shock in which we are cultured.
Thank you.
I am Lexi, your humble hostess. No, I'm just kidding. Let me quit. To my right. Oh, I got her on my right today. This is so different.
Oh, this is
my
weird.
right hand man, my wing man, my ace boom coon. The T-Boz to my left eye. The chili to my TLC.
What's up with that sauce?
You know, she go... Guys, we're going to start wearing condoms on our eyes. I'm going to have one on the left. She's going to have one on the right.
We are?
Well, I thought we could do that for the T for Mom. She's going to kill us, but I thought it would be fun. Anyway.
I want a green one then.
A green condom or a green hat? Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever. I'm going to just wear one because it's left eye and I left like she was my favorite. And then to my left, we got Yusuf.
Wow.
I mean, he can come to the T, but you know,
then my introduction is a lot shorter.
You know, he not wearing a condom because he's not.
I'm not
TLC
all the time, but I do. No, I'm not
Let
saying
me
like.
save my character.
No.
Why is it every time Yusuf, whenever we do his introduction, notice he always say something that it just be like.
You set me up for these. I just be trying to respond, and you just be setting me up on accident.
And
hey,
then, oh God.
Use protection.
Which is why we're wearing it on our
eye. Ain't nobody getting the Rona in the eye. Hell no, not today. Damn sure not tomorrow neither. And then of course we got our. Oh, I gotta cue the music because I told Mom I was gonna do it for her. Cause you know everybody in the world, we're gonna give him a good proper introduction. The one, the only, Mr. Producer. Mr. Producer, let's go ahead and make yourself known. Yep.
Yep. Kelly.
That is the Wizard Kelly theme song for Mr. Producer. I don't know why he used the cat, but that's
it. Like that. 9 lives in the street. 9 now. Gang.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started here because Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get started because I don't think this could get any more reckless than it is. And plus on top of that, per usual, we got a lot of shit to talk about. You know, and Mom sent me some stuff, you know, that I put into the group chat. And I said, look at that. We almost made it 24 hours without having some kind of stupidity. That usually, like, as soon as we say, see you later, it's like, bam, BS right there. Yep. We got a whole day and almost into the night before we had to be like, here we go. So we're gonna get started. Mommy, we're live. I'm texting you now to tell you we're live. And we're gonna start at a new time. Starting next week, we're gonna start at 8 o'clock, guys. Nice. We're gonna try to be on time. We the culture shock and we doing it for the culture, but as you can see, we still be on
touch my eye, not supposed to touch your eye, not supposed to touch your face.
Y'all get ready.
I've been seeing a lot of memes like the don't touch my face memes. What's up?
Rona. It's the Rona.
It's the Rona.
Okay.
Oh. Well, you know, you're not supposed to touch it anyways, like during 6 season. Or just in general,
I can't help it. I touch my face all the time.
Me too.
I love my face. My face.
The Rona.
Shut up, Bonnie. So, okay. This is all we're going to say about the Rona. Because I'm tired of hearing about the Rona. I'm sick of it. I don't want to talk about it. I put it in the group chat, okay? Here's what we're going to say about the Rona, okay?
We're coming for you, Rona.
School is canceled from Wednesday until some other time in April. 6th. There you go, okay? Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Make sure you keep some hand sanitizer on you. And most importantly, make sure you drink some Kool-Aid or some orange juice because they both have vitamin C. That's it. In other news. That's it. I'm so sick of hearing about the Rona. If I got to hear about the Rona. Oh, we've also determined that as many people know in our culture, we just break certain illnesses down. So you have the blood, the sugar, the Rona, the HIV. I don't know why everything has the in front of it. The HIV, the Rona.
Right.
Just make sure you checking on your elders. Betty White, she's still good and in the land of the living. Alex Trebek, Cicely Tyson, Alex Trebek.
If you're black,
John
you're probably
Lewis.
pretty safe right now. Still no cases in Africa, Us melanin folks. Or, no, not yet.
Yeah. It was on ABC World.
Dang, they got us.
In Ethiopia.
Yeah.
That sucks. We were going so strong.
That's why Cardi said she moving to Antarctica.
I mean, that's
cold, but okay.
Well, it's probably not gonna live, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, like,
you gotta love Cardi
ice
Denise.
Is melting though.
Right.
There might be new.
That's probably where the Denise came from. Y'all hear melting ice caps,
Facts.
unleashing ancient evils upon the world.
He said ancient evil.
I mean, have you not seen the movies though?
Like, it's crazy how many things we have about global warming and climate change.
Thomas Dwayne Cruz and his wife, or not Tom Cruise, but
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Thomas
like
Marshawn.
Thomas Dwayne.
Yeah, Thomas Marshawn Hanks.
Thomas Hanks and his wife
Rita Marie.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Corona down in Australia.
Yeah, they got the Rona.
They got it in Australia.
Yeah. And then so basketball. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Let's go here for that one. Just stupid.
Ignorant.
Just ignorant. Just ignorant. He couldn't just leave it at.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hanks.
We couldn't just leave it at the fact that we just said they got the Rona in Africa and in Australia and just leave it at that.
Right.
No.
He got to jump in. Crikey. Just ignorant.
I was about to say that's your area.
Look, another example of people in our culture. It's not ignorant, it's ignorant. I can't stand neither one of y'all. I'm looking for new co-hosts. If you would like to be a co-host on the Culture Shock, please contact us at 555-5555.
55. What we got?
A lot of. I'm gonna let you guys know now. Because I already know Yusuf's answer to everything. Because it's a household mantra in our house now. Every time something happens or something stupid, I already know he's gonna say it. So I'm gonna just,
we gonna get him out.
He's gonna say it quite a bit because we got some stories for y'all, man.
It's crazy.
Like, this is stuff that you can't make up. And I'm sorry, but a lot of it shouldn't be funny. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell it and try not to laugh. I promise I'm gonna try not to laugh. Okay, the first one I'm gonna tell. Okay, it was a teacher, right? The teacher got fired. He was from I'm trying to pull up the story. The teacher got fired from a school in, I think it was like Madison or something like that, because he was braiding the girl's hair and they asked him not to. And it was like child it was like some assault going on, I think, too, as well within the school, but he was like braiding their hair and like, not like just stroking, but we don't went flat out to braiding. And me and Mom, when we heard this story on Channel 27, so it was like in Madison. We heard the story on Channel 27. I looked up and Mom was sitting there. She was like, and then I bet they was black. I bet the girls was black. I'm like,
oh my God.
Well, just because he was braiding their hair don't mean that they was black. But yes,
they were.
They're not releasing the names or anything like that. But
that's good, I guess.
Go ahead, Yusuf.
Bitch.
Go ahead, Yusuf.
What happened to the teacher? Is the teacher in trouble?
He's being held with a $25,000 bond.
Damn.
He ain't getting out no time soon.
Do we know anything about the teacher? What was it? What school was this at?
I'm
So
looking
this is
it up now.
Madison?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was in Madison. It was on channel. Damn, if y'all could see Vonnie's face flat
I'm
on.
just like,
If you could see Vonnie's face flat on from the way, that's what Mom was talking about. She said, Vonnie's face kills me. I said, because she ain't got no face filter, man.
I know, I really
It's-
don't.
That is. I'm trying to figure out if these things are happening more often now in the teaching community, or they're just getting reported more, or what's up with that. Because I'm getting real tired of creepy people becoming teachers. Like, this really needs to. We need to. I don't know. How do we solve this problem?
Okay, I must have. I'm not gonna lie. I must have missed that in the group chat.
Yeah, I
Because
just caught
I'm
me
like-
way off guard.
that's
just
why
caught
I'm
me
looking
way
at
off
my-
It was in the group chat.
Where?
It was in the group chat that I deleted on accident, and then Aaron had to send me a message so I could get it back.
Got you.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I'm scrolling. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah,
see
I'm trying to
this
find it
story.
here.
Okay, so teacher was braiding this little girl's hair.
Mhm.
Like he was.
He was like you know how they like, you know, stroking your hair is like a turn. He was like stroking and braiding.
Braiding it. That is.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Teachers need to keep thinking this to themselves until they.
It's ideal.
Yeah.
It's you know, and it's bad because it's like, oh damn, it's bad because it's like I'm trying to find this story, and when I typed it up, I'm just like, in Madison specifically, I'm just sitting here like, what's going on in Madison? Because I'm like, I looked and it says Madison. So this is from January 30th. Madison East teacher arrested for attempting to produce child pornography. Madison teacher pleads not guilty to federal pornography charges. Substitute teacher for alleged sexual assault. Like,
Damn.
y'all, what is going on in Madison?
I do the that.
Y'all need Jesus.
They do need Jesus.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're I'm gonna find that story while we talk, and when I find it, we're gonna come back to it.
Yeah, we'll just go in a circle.
That's
Yeah, we'll
that's just I wish upon a star.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do as a parent if I found out that someone was trying to touch up on my kid. I'd probably kill him, to be honest. I'd be in prison forever, the rest of my life. It would suck. I'd go in.
Like,
You said rest of my life it will
It
suck.
suck. It's like, maybe
Right.
But I mean,
I'd have
I'll
some
be
free
here.
time, right? It's like, I guess I'll write a book. learn
Like,
Spanish.
I just don't
You
even.
could.
Thank you, Yusuf,
Become
for
good at
your
the
fine
law.
self.
Thank you.
I haven't called you that in a long time. You deserve
I
it.
feel like I've been slipping up. It's cool. I got you.
No, you haven't.
Oh my goodness. Y'all see, that's why I made myself. I try to hold it in, but you know I be getting emotional. I just love y'all so much. We cool.
You need a moment?
Moment of
Yeah,
silence.
you can.
Ready? One moment of silence. 1, 2, 3.
That's it!
You know, and that was Mr. Producer making himself known to you people.
So
You know
much
what?
for
I hope we
silence.
get picked up one day and get a more professional producer.
Shout out to all the parents who gotta watch their kids during the day now.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Right, man.
I hope y'all got
Mr.
food.
Producer has personally said that if your child's gotta do it with the if your child's school has been closed due to the Rona, Mr. Producer said he will watch your children free of charge.
He said he'll any of them, all of them,
All of them.
ages.
No
however
age
much.
limit.
No. Yep. If you 26 and you need someone to
Yeah,
watch
you
you,
need a
we got
babysitter.
you.
Mr.
You at the hospital, newborn, Mr. Producer.
Call the daycare of Mr. Producer Incorporated.
I gotta end the live video real quick.
We love Mr. Producer. This is great. I enjoy doing this culture shock every week.
Mhm.
And we enjoy that y'all put up with us. Here we go. Yusuf got a new phone that works. Look at God.
That is true.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes,
You. I already
it-
put 2 cracks in it, but
Sir.
I need a screen protector.
You couldn't just
Sir.
leave that. Okay.
Sir.
Okay. Whew.
Man,
I got
Amazon is a wonderful
I'll tell you what.
place to go.
And it's
I
bad.
found
I tell
the
you what,
toilet
because I
paper.
got the new, I got the group chat up, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, I got to see. Ooh, I got to go to the eye doctor.
Ribbit.
It's okay. So here we go. We're going to. Okay, here we go. So official, White House did not want to tell seniors not to fly. So, if we go back to when the Rona started, they didn't want to tell seniors not to fly. This is from WIFR. So it says a federal official says the White House overruled health officials who wanted to recommend that elderly and physically fragile Americans be advised not to fly on commercial airlines because of the new coronavirus. The White House, on the other hand, was like, no, go ahead and fly.
Sounds like the action of someone who completely cut a position out that was supposed to help us with things like this, and they never did anything to replace those positions and just eliminated them altogether. But I ain't gonna say no names or anything. I'm just saying it's probably a T-shaped rump. And that's what I'm talking about. We got T rumps. I don't know who's responsible for this. We're gonna find these T's and these rumps. We're gonna do something about it. It really sucks though. But yeah, it's crazy. Tickets for everywhere are so cheap right now.
I know. I was looking at it. I was like, man.
No. Hold on, because the airline that me and Mom fly, because of course, you know, me and Care Bear, we was like, psh, you know, okay, first of all, we grew up, I'm sure we can relate to this. We grew up with, you know, parents who, you know, clean the house with bleach and Pine Sol, and, you know, you wake up and, you know, your eyes be watering because it ain't nothing but straight bleach, and you just be like, yeah, and you just the constant smell. Like my aunt, I ain't gonna say no names, Aunt Lynn Shumpert, was the one who told me about boiling Fabuloso on the stove. Boil the purple or the blue Fabuloso on the stove, and it makes your house smell good.
How did that go?
Is that a chemical attack?
She does it quite often.
Okay.
Aunt Lynn is one of them. She's like a clean freak, like for real. Like she just be doing stuff like with chemicals and like. So yeah, I tried it once.
How did that go?
It was great. The house smelled real good. Smelled real good.
Yep.
It smelled real good, and it went real. I didn't mess up my mama's pan or nothing. Okay. I was scared because y'all know I ain't.
Yeah, that sounds.
Because that's what I was scared of. I'm like, man, like I could see myself like.
You can see yourself doing it.
A little heavy-handed, and then I'm like, I can't breathe.
Right, now you're right.
No, you put it on. She said you put it. So I'm like, so of course, you know me. I'm like, so do we put it on like low, like on a simmer? Or like, you know, how low should I put it? And she said, well, when it start boiling, turn it off. I'm like, do we want to like boil it like you finna make spaghetti, right,
or
like
it to make sure it's right?
Right. Like, do we boil it like to like, you know, how I get to a roaring boil, and then you put the spaghetti noodles in, or something? And she just sitting there looking at me. I'm like, okay, you know who you talking to? So while you sitting there looking at me like, is she really like, you know? Look, I tell people, just because I got a college degree don't necessarily mean I'm always the smartest person in the bunch. So that's that.
I think you can go hard with that. Make some toilet cakes, put them in there. Some air fresheners, throw some wick. We can go hard on that little boil, little Fabuloso boil.
That will not be in Sultry Delights. That will not be a recipe in Sultry Delights. But I digress. So we was used to it. So it's like, it's funny because you see the reactions, and it's so sad to say, but it's the truth. The reactions between Black people and Caucasians, it's so funny because, you know, like they're like, oh my gosh, we need to go get toilet paper and Lysol, and oh my gosh, we need to stock up. And you know, we sitting back like, just clean your house. We already cleaned the house. I don't know what everybody. I use bleach, so you know we keep bleaching. Like usually, you know, bleach. Oh, we have that for lunch. No, I already put a cap and a half in the dishwater. Yeah. So, like, so it's just like we, you know, Black people, they just kind of like, we clean our, like, so now it's become not even a debate of, is it in the air? It's become a debate of how clean is your house? Yep. Your house must not be clean because if your house, and I'm like,
it's like, that's a whole lot of judgment.
Like, dang, like, do you got some nail prints in your hand that we don't know about? Because you just got real Jesus-like about people's house conditions. Like, dog. It'd
be crazy.
It was, yeah. So, I mean, you know, it. So.
These airlines better get it together.
Well, when we looked, because, you know, we fly American. Because, you know, we like to go see Delon. Hey, Delon, love you. He ain't watching. I don't know. I'm just saying hi. But when we looked, I was like, so first of all, okay, Mom has lupus, so I would think she'd be like, okay, no, maybe we need not travel. And I was like, dang, folk getting round trip tickets, for like $19, $20. I'm like, we ought to go to North Carolina for the weekend. See how much the tickets are. Okay, cool, okay. So I'm thinking it's gonna be like, $20, $30. I'm like, shoot, let me get ready to tell the line we come. I looked, this at American Airlines, $320. Never mind. I told Mom, I said, it's still the same price. She said, well, I mean, we could still. I said, we could. Then as soon as I closed the app and went on Facebook, ABC World News, American Airline pilot, I said, never mind. Tested positive for the Rona. I said, never mind.
No.
Never mind. I'll just catch you when this all blows over.
That's why we need to get into stocks right now. Stocks is dropping. And
it's on the rebound now, so it's going back up.
See, we should have 2 days ago.
See?
That's the American way. Take advantage of when they down and then come up when they come up. That's how you do it.
And we learned that in business.
So high, so.
Well, and we learned that in a couple of my business classes that's like the best time to invest is when they drop and then,
Yeah.
Now, we're not going to get like Enron or anything like that and, go nuts and what have you, but I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
In other news, city urges residents to be aware following reports of imposter government workers. The city of Beloit got some reports about people who were going around. Since December of 2019, individuals posing as water utility employees, attempting to enter homes.
Ooh.
Yep. So that was December 19th was the first one.
That's a good hustle. No, not like morally good. Morally, it's bad. That's a bad hustle. Don't do that. But I can see that working. Like, I need to check your water and also your Fabergé eggs. What is a Fabergé egg?
Look at them nice eggs you got.
Right. Oh my, and the silverware.
Was that passed down from grandmama?
Have they caught any of these people that are going around like city workers?
See, I think I don't know if they've caught any of them yet. But they're just like they got a picture of them, of the folks, and then there's one. So the first one was on December 19th, and it involved 2 white males with average builds in their early 20s, and then they said they were in full-size unmarked white vans.
That don't sound sketch at all.
Rape van, as me and Mom call it.
No windows.
Then, on January 28th of this year, a resident reported a male who identified himself as a Native American who said he was a part of the Cherokee Nation. He was also described as being 5 feet 9 inches to 6 feet tall, wearing colored glasses and a hat.
Okay.
February 25th, there was a man who was described as a Hispanic male, approximately 5 feet 5, who suspected he was communicating with the first suspect by radio in Spanish.
All right, y'all. So with the census going on, if a worker comes to your door, ask them to show you their badge.
Some type of something.
Some sort of identification showing that they are indeed working with the government and doing census. If they can't produce one, then they're probably not one.
I am just
On that same note, all the organizers in Wisconsin aren't doing like door-to-door knocking or a bunch of other stuff anymore. Everyone's campaigns are basically frozen right now, except for like social media canvassing. But yeah, the census is going on right now. In general, if anyone tries to go in your house, don't let them in. You don't have to let anybody in unless they can prove that they should be there. Even if they prove that they should be there, you still don't gotta let them in. Just so you know.
Like vampires, they can't come in
without permission. And they try to come in anyway, like you shoot them. Like, sorry, stay strapped. Get clapped. Knock twice, don't knock back. I'm just saying. Like, Mars. In other news.
I mean, it just boggles my mind some days how. Huh?
I did not notice your nails.
They've been done.
Oh, wow.
I'm at a point where one of these is starting to lift up. I got it caught on my towel this morning and it hurt. and I said some words that wasn't Miggles, but it brought me back to why I made up the word Miggles for never. Because you know what? Side story about Lexi's nail. So I know that I need a fill. Okay. I walked in the bathroom minding my own business this morning. And I tell you, when this thing got wrapped up in that bathroom, that body towel, and Mom was asleep. You know, her room is right across from the bathroom. I was in there. I was holding back a tear. I said some things that were not too Christ-like. And I'm trying to be a better person in 2020. And boy, when this thing snagged, I bet all that went out the window. Because I was just like, I started grinding my teeth together. Because it hurt for a second.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, it hurt for a quick second. Hey, Sherry. It hurt for, like, you know, my feelings was hurt for a minute. And then
You took it personally.
I took it personally. And then, you know, after everything was all said and done, you know, I went on ahead and finished getting ready for work and just, you know, moved gingerly through the house. But you know what? Moral of the story, I need to get my nails, there it is, lifting now.
I never had my nails did. You could. They canceled, speaking of never having my nails did, they canceled our drag show. It was next month, or at the end of this month. But they canceled it now, and I'm sad.
Where was the drag show finna be?
It was gonna be the Fire and Ice in Beloit. Yeah, it was gonna be dope. It was a political drag show. It was Democrat. It was Democrat, and the caucus was gonna be the thing. It was gonna be hilarious. I was gonna be in it. Now they canceled it. I was getting ready. I was like myself with dancing heels and everything. So y'all gonna have to wait for it.
You had some heels. You was
Bonnie, let it go.
I was trying.
Bonnie, let it go.
I was trying.
Bonnie, let it go. Bonnie, let it go.
It was
Bonnie.
Like 3-inch heels.
Bonnie, let it go.
That's not
Just,
bad.
Bonnie, just let it go.
That's not bad.
Bonnie, just let it
Were
go.
they thin? Was that heel thick?
I'm trying to tell you, let it go. You need to. You know what? We should have a showing of Holiday Heart so he can understand just how, so it can be believable. I know you done seen Holiday. I know you done seen Holiday Heart.
Yeah. Okay.
I got the bike holiday.
Okay.
I had to show Mom what that meant because she didn't know. Because somebody, you remember, it was a meme on Facebook, and yeah, and Sherry, I'm talking about your sister. It was the meme, and it said this week, or no, Izzy said it. I think it was Izzy who said it or something. Said I'm looking like I got the bike holiday. I cracked up, right? And Mom said, "What does that mean? What do y'all mean?" And so when I showed it to her, she was like, "Why Alfred always playing somebody just, they shouldn't have did that to her." I'm like, "Now you understand?" She said, "Ooh, yeah, now I understand. I got the bike holiday." I said, yep. Poor Holiday. Poor Holiday. He was thoughts and prayers. Anyway, back to our normally scheduled program. Oh, hey, Harvey Weinstein, he going to jail.
Jail too. I'm still surprised. Rikers Island, y'all.
Wait, he's still stuck a week. So, okay, of course, me and Mom talked about that after the podcast last week. She said he going to Lord have mercy. I said, Mom, he going to big kid jail.
Yeah.
He going, because we was talking, I was like, because Yusuf was like, oh, I didn't think he was, you know, he's
I
probably at the
didn't.
country club. I said, nah, he at Rikers. And he said, right. I was like, yeah, we
I
looked
did
it
not
up.
believe it.
He at Rikers.
Yeah, Rikers. I'm like,
Yeah,
they put a
Rikers.
white man in Rikers?
He at Rikers.
Like, what?
He in Rikers. Yep, he
How long do you think he's
Miggles.
gonna be in there for?
Girl, he going.
Probably.
He
got, what do you get, 28
yeah,
years?
23.
23.
Yeah,
That's still
he
not
gonna
enough,
be,
but
nah.
Is he gonna be like old dude who's like?
Nah, he gonna be,
And
nah.
then Trump gonna let him out.
Nah, Sis,
Good
as
behavior.
the king of reeds, hey, as he say on YouTube, Sis going to prison. Sis finna be there Sis finna die in jail. He going to
Probably.
Rikers. Look, and of course, if y'all didn't know, we love our mamas here on the podcast. I especially love my mama. Hey, mommy. Look, Mom said, "Oh, he going to Lord have mercy jail." She said that's why he got up in there and had to go to the hospital. She said he got in there. She said he walked in there with that walker and got sat down and said, "Oh Lord!" She said that's why they had to call the ambulance. She said he had a nervous breakdown because he had a nervous breakdown because he in Rikers.
Yeah. That must be a terrifying moment when you actually get in the thing. They lock your
Nah,
door
bro,
up.
it ain't even so much when you get in the thing. No, sir, you're in Rikers. You not at.
I
You
feel
not.
like
You
it's
in
on-
big kid prison.
It's on an island, so
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, again,
feel-
because
right,
again,
right.
because again,
my heart would have dropped
Because
as soon as we
again-
pulled up and I saw that island. I'm like, wait out.
Wait a
I
minute.
am stuck.
Wait a minute, because again, in the black community, we're not. It's not Rikers Island. No, where is he? He in Rikers.
Right.
You going to Rikers, my dude? You
Right.
not getting
He
out.
got banished.
Look, swim, my dude, swim. Look, me and mom, of course, we was laughing too because, remember, I asked her when the whole thing started. I was like, wait a minute, hey, Miss Lonnie. I said, wait a minute. When Harvey Weinstein started walking with a walker, mom said, and of course, y'all know mom sitting there. When he found out he was going to Rikers, I'm like,
I need that walking chair. I'll be like, I need this for me. It's for protection.
and this is my thing. You're not even walking like, normal people when they walk with a walker, they walk kind of like, you walk kind of slow. Like, when I went through that first chemo treatment, I had a walker, and I had to walk kind of slow because, bone pain and stuff. So I was walking kind of slow. No, my dude, you just walking with it like it's a shopping cart. Like it's a shopping cart. Not even like a normal. You walking like it's Black Friday. Just.
But I mean, like,
You going to Rikers and you walking like you got. Look, I guess he thought that walker was gonna save him.
I'm thinking like, it was like, hey yo, Harvey, let's get a walker though.
He's like, yeah. You know what might get you like 20 years off? A walker, my dude.
Look,
A walker.
Look. So
You
we
got
gonna
one
get
together.
look, and you can tell it was one of them nice ones with the it had the little seat on it and had the little fanny pack on the front. Like, and he was all happy. He was all.
He really, I think
He
he
was
really thought he was
moving
about
with
to
it.
get off.
He's probably like, look, I got him with this walker.
I got him with this walker, and look,
They
got up in
said,
there, and in the work.
23 years, Rikers Island.
They got in there, and he said, "We find you. How do you say guilty? You're going to Mills, Rikers." And he was probably like, "Okay." Like I said, mom got in there. She said he got in that cell and said, "Mom said he got in that cell." I can't stand her.
Like,
She said he got in that cell. She said they pulled that door shut, and he sat down and said, "Oh, I'm in Rikers." She said that's why they had to call the paramedics.
yeah.
I'm like, and it wasn't so much that she said it, but she acted it out. She was like, and it took me, of course, when I went over to work the next day to process what she did. And y'all know my office echoes, and I just died laughing because I'm like, what? This lady just said, he got in there and said, "I'm going to Rikers."
Well, that's a good question. So, while Lexi dies for a second, Miss Pound said, "Do y'all think it sets a bad process of conviction on we're alone, especially when black men get convicted on less?" If I'm understanding the question, do you just mean like public opinion alone, like how like the media will like completely like tear people apart before they're done? That's a very
God.
interesting question.
But
But I think I'm understanding that I do think
yeah.
we have kind of reached a point where we really need to be careful about how we do things publicly, because we do have a tendency to like. So for one of the rare cases where it's the opposite with Johnny Depp in his situation, where he was completely cut off all his stuff, and then it turns out that Amber Heard was beating him and stuff. Yeah, we probably could have been a little slower in that. And prison honestly is the end of it all. But I also think we need to be careful of. There's a tendency to, I think, more than even the people that are committing crimes, and especially in America, especially when you have men involved, of people like coming at the victims of crimes, and that's also like tragic. Like especially on social media and stuff. Like it's crazy.
And that's never made sense to me. I've never understood why, like especially like with the stuff that was going on here, is like, well, what was she doing?
Right.
Well, she asked for it. Well, she, must have did something that, and I'm like,
it's crazy, because I mean, it took a whole lot to get Weinstein and actually put in prison, and like, but then also, and then she said the black factor of it. It is crazy how you were right. I didn't realize how much I touched my face. Y'all said that shit. But
look, you see,
the black aspect of that is also crazy too. It's sad. Like it is sent to proven guilty. and it doesn't really ever feel that way. I don't know. That's a good question. It's very complex though. I feel like as many times I've seen victims attacked for it, I've seen like the what do you call the person that did the thing?
The culprit?
Yeah, I guess culprits have also been defended by it, and
The
people that are innocent have been victimized by it. And it's public opinion is a scary thing. And it's crazy how easy media is manipulating things.
Very.
Like even when you get to like big things like the impeachment, for example, and like how public, because that's what the court is. It's all you have to do is make one person think you didn't do something, you're free, or vice versa. You just got to get 10 people to make someone really think they did do something, and you go on to jail.
Yep.
You're
right about it. Next story.
Good question.
Why it had to be a Beloit Memorial? Class of 2012. Hey y'all.
2014.
I don't hate 14. Like I said, my brother is class of 14.
Still don't think
I ain't got no brothers and sisters. Well, I take that back. I have the Tootie Moo. Hi, Toot. I do have a baby sister. Her is my pride and joy, my bestie friend. So.
What happened at BMHS?
The child done went to the school and put him on lockdown because he said he had a gun, and come to find out it was a hoax.
I heard a bunch. I thought it was a girl. Was it a little girl?
I don't know. That's why I said the baby.
Okay, yeah, because someone said they had a gun. So I'm gonna tell you a story. I heard it because we like to gossip.
Okay.
Both my little right. Go to right. Supposedly, someone said they had a gun. Right.
Right.
Now, whenever the teachers and staff found out that this person said they had a gun, the person had the gun no more. But we don't know, and it has still been yet to determine whether the gun even actually ever existed. But I'm trying to figure out, because people just like to brag about stuff. Right. So I'm guessing that someone is like, yo, I'm strapped. I got them bangers on me, 44s all day. And then, someone else heard it. And then, a teacher found out, and the person got yelled at. But it doesn't seem, it almost seems like it's blown out of proportion. I don't know how serious it is to just say that you have a gun. But, yeah, that was pretty, they had a soft lockdown and everything. And, yeah, BMHS was wild. It was wild out there.
Yeah, it was, anyway, yep,
Kids these days.
Yeah, that's just a mess. So they done, busted out and said that, I don't even know. Did we have anything like that when we was in school?
I'm trying to think. The craziest thing that happened while I was in school.
I'm really trying to think.
We didn't get nothing because class of 2013 done messed everything up when they decided to tear down the whole high school and throw a garbage dump and a bunch of other stuff. Class of 14 was locked up all the time. We couldn't do nothing. Our senior prank was whack. We was out there. I'm so mad at class of 13.
I see that.
Look, you see me starting to mess from across the country. The line. Yusuf just came at y'all class.
And he probably agreed with me. They put a car on the roof. They put a car on the roof. And they emptied out a garbage dump on the front porch. They had to apologize to the city.
Actually, I was I know how they did it.
So that's a 13. They was like, we can't do nothing for our thing. We had to prom. That was crazy.
I hope.
I see it's still an open movie.
It is. It was the only only prom I went to.
I feel like it's been 7 years now.
Because we've been out of high school almost 10.
Look,
you see, because we've been out of high school almost 10, so...
don't say that like that. Why are you rounding it off?
Why you get so loud?
Well, okay, no, because I talked to... Shout out to Joseph Hartzell, because me and him had messaged real quick, and I was like, hey, my mom's class, and it's a few other classes that have, class pages on Facebook, hey, did you want me to set one up? I can do that. And he was like, oh yeah, that'd be awesome, this, that, and X. And yeah, because I definitely got some ideas about the class reunion. And I'm like, never mind. Okay. And I was like, so then y'all know me, I'm sitting there, I'm like,
2 years.
Ooh. And then it kind of hurt right here, kind of like it kind of made my chest buckle a little bit, not like the big one, I'm coming, Elizabeth, but it was more so like it wasn't even like, when you have acid reflux in the middle of the night and you go to your mama to get comfort because you think God is calling your name and she's talking about eat some Tums and get back in the bed.
It sounds like a personal story.
This sounds oddly specific.
Yeah.
Carrie.
Let's say you were having heart
Side note.
palpitations.
What I did, I have very bad acid reflux one night out of nowhere. So I get up in the middle. It's like 3:00 in the morning. I get up and Mom's sitting in the living room. She's talking about some go back to bed. I'm like, Mom, I got heartburn. Oh my God, it's so bad. Like I'm sweating. She talking about get the Tums. I'm like, I could have swore I was the miracle baby.
you were
You
my
just
mother.
came at me. Then I had to pull the cancer card. I'm like, Mom, I used to have cancer. I know.
Didn't care.
What does this house
Okay. Hostile attitude. I got you though. But
She just wanted the house a little quiet to herself.
she don't need the house
quiet.
quiet to herself.
I broke my arm. My mom didn't take me to the hospital the next day one time, so that was pretty crazy. She thought I was. She gonna get real mad if she ever sees this. So she hates when I tell
Let
that
me make
story.
sure. Let me make sure I tag her.
I used to live in California. Broke my arm. I don't even remember how I broke it, to be honest. And then she didn't take me to the hospital until the next day, and they're like, "Oh, that's broken." I'm like, the whole time.
Yo, no, I broke my arm at the Boys and Girls Club. Mom was working there. I was like 5 or 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I broke my arm. I had a hairline fracture in my arm, snap break in my wrist, and I broke the bottom part of my finger, right? Like, I still to this day, that's 20 plus years ago, I still have issues with my arm. Like, still to this, my arm is bothering me now because the weather's changing. And I remember they ran me out the gym, and somebody said, Carrie, Lexi got hurt. She said, oh no, we shutting the Boys and Girls Club down. Everybody got to go home. They said, no, Carrie, just take her to the hospital. Oh, okay. She took me to see Dr. Werner. Rest in peace, Dr. Werner. You were my favorite. And he set my arm right there in the room at Mercy Beloit because it was so soft, because it was so undeveloped still. He just squeezed my arm back into place and put a temporary cast on.
Oof.
And like you can still feel it and everything. And so yeah, my mama took me to.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know if you can hear this. But
That
someone got
beat
them
was
good
nasty.
subs. Right, that was got that. Ooh.
Dang, as me and mom call it, that was a summertime sound.
Saturday, or Friday.
Right.
Look,
I was like, where y'all going?
Look. everybody know it's Friday and I'm ready to swing.
I don't know that song.
I don't
You a
either.
liar.
That's crazy.
You know I know that song.
I was gonna say, put your hand on the Bible and say you don't know that song. No, put it on your mom when you don't know that song.
But it's Aaliyah.
Oh.
Yusuf really don't know that
I
song.
don't.
L
There's-
to the I-Y-A-H.
I need.
Because Yusuf didn't know. We started playing Knocking Boots and Yusuf didn't know that song.
No, I gotta get my 90s, 80s.
And or nah. And then what did we started singing? We started singing what's it called? We started singing
Sex You Up?
yeah. All we said was ooh.
I still don't understand how y'all.
And he was like, how did you know that just from a few syllables?
Like, if you can't do vague, that is a skill. If I could listen to just
You just
random
need to
oohs,
listen to more 90s
yeah.
music.
and I'll be able to distinguish between oohs.
Yes.
Because it wasn't like a bunch of songs. It
I
wasn't like
feel
a
like
bunch
I've heard a lot of songs with oohs and some oohs.
in the middle, but the
and
whole
Bet Money, all three of them, y'all thought of a different song each time, because I would have thought it was the same one.
No, I was just
you-
like, he's trying to give us examples. and
Any,
like,
look, any of our
okay.
viewers who are live right now, who's watching us right now, please comment if you hear I Want to Sex You Up by Color Me Bad. Would you know it just based off of the oohs at the beginning? Please comment, because I know y'all.
Can y'all distinguish songs by random oohs? I need to know if this is an ability
Yeah.
that people just have.
Yeah.
And that's
It's not even an ability. It's just the fact that the whole
I
song
listen to it.
Is-
you know.
I mean, literally, the whole song is ooh, 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 I wanna sex you up.
That was good.
After the
That was
all
good.
tick tock, you don't stop, stop. To the all tick tock, you don't stop, stop. Then it goes to the oohs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Crazy. What's our next story?
Yusuf don't know nothing about black music.
Yusuf needs
A lot. Just after the 90s. After the 90s.
Yusuf, you were never mind.
After the 90s.
Never mind. Never
Sorry,
mind. We're
thoughts
gonna
and
move on.
prayers.
Thoughts and prayers to Yusuf.
We're gonna have an afternoon. Y'all gonna make me a playlist. on listen to that playlist.
Ain't nobody
you
got time to make
Spotify,
you
you
a
could
look.
listen to the one I got from
Look.
my mom at work.
Look, ain't nobody got time to make you no playlist of all the songs we used to listen to.
You can't put it on a cassette player for me? Can you give me a cassette player if you like you some songs
Oh,
you
I haven't
listen
done
to?
that. Ooh,
Man.
I haven't done that for
Back in the day, remember we used to go to LimeWire,
Ooh.
infecting your computer one song at a time, and getting mad when you get the Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I'd be like, dang,
Give your computer AIDS. Like,
Man, the hip.
Yeah.
the Rona of the early 2000s,
Right.
the cyber Rona.
And it was
Sorry,
crazy
my
because people
computer's
knew that
dead.
LimeWire would do that, and they would still
Man!
No,
okay.
risk it. I was like, I gotta have it.
I know, you know what's bad? When we got to the point where, you remember where they used to have like, remember back in school when you couldn't get on Facebook or nothing like that in
Yeah.
school? So you put them things on there, them proxies, so you can
Yeah,
get on.
the
So we don't
processor.
put the proxy sites on there so we could download LimeWire onto the school computers. I'm like,
Oh, I didn't.
oh yeah, it was,
But I did
yeah.
use the proxy sites to go on
So
like MySpace.
Facebook
And
like,
then my computer froze up, and I was like, well, there ain't nothing else I can do. So I just left.
I've been there, sat there, I've been like, I used to be, but see, I was kind of scary. And see, I had the Virgin Mobile, the Snapper, the flip phone. So, you know, the web didn't really work that well on that phone. So I'd be sitting there like,
And browsers were not
man.
I didn't dare try to go on the internet with a flip phone. I was like, I'm not gonna get yelled at for the bill.
good.
I mean, it was memories. Oh, take me back. Guys, City of Beloit named finalists for Strongest Town Contest.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Strongest town.
Yep.
Strongest Town.
Yeah.
W-R-E-X. I know you like how I said that. R-R-A. I know. W-R-E-X. Said the City of Beloit has been named one of the 16 finalists
Yeah.
for the annual Strongest Town Contest.
Mhm.
The contest is a bracket-based competition designed to spotlight communities from around the world that are building enduring financial resilience at the local level and actively embodying the Strong Towns approach to economic growth and development.
Mhm.
In short, Beloit-ish.
Yeah, we
That's
go.
what it is. Hi, Miss Winger.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So I think that's pretty dope. And I really, I do have to give this shout out too. I really have to do this too. Visit Beloit.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a very good and productive meeting with Visit Beloit. Me, my mom, and Jackie Jackson. Hey, Miss Jackson.
That I would know. I would know that one. I am for real. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
See,
Go
so
ahead.
you do recognize.
You're right.
Ooh.
You're right. That is. As long as you do know the song enough, it definitely does work. But Visible 8, great meeting. Go ahead. Go. What you find?
They had a. Thank you. But we had a really productive meeting. They heard our concerns, which I really liked, and they said, you know, we will take the steps to correct that and make sure that everybody is visible. And so, like, I didn't go in with the mindset like they own bullshit, like they not really, but they were really like receptive to it. So much so to the point that we've actually worked together with them. We've gotten a very diverse list of photographers and everything for them. They even went like, Mom tagged me to it. She said, "Have you seen the new Visible Life video?" And I was like, "No." We all up and through, and I don't mean just us, but I mean like Hispanic, Asian, Latino. We are all through it is so diverse. I love it. So shout out to the good people at Visible Lloyd for hearing our concerns.
Way to go.
Thank you guys.
Good
and
job.
we look forward to working with y'all in the future.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I like working with Visible Lloyd because I like being their bartender for the street dance. It's really fun. Go through 98 kegs of beer in probably 2 hours.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
People been drinking once.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that we were kind of famous for that.
Sing it with me now, AA. That is what you need. Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't know what else to do with that. I really don't know how much further to go with that. I just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what rhymes with alcoholic.
Nothing.
Nothing. Alcoholic.
Hydraulics.
Yeah? No?
AA.
Catabolic.
Get a car with the hydraulics.
Get a car with the hydraulics.
No, see, I see
With
your syllables. Your syllable count as well.
Hydraulics.
go to sleep, you catatonic. There you go. Yeah, pass out.
Put
Ooh.
down
Ooh.
that
Bars.
put down that gin and tonic.
There we go.
There you go.
I know.
If
Wait,
you
you
let
can't.
me treasure you.
Ooh. There we go. You can get trademark. AA needs to sign us.
Yeah, right now. Right,
Right here.
bust out like mom. Right now. The hand with the tattoo and the rings. Right now.
What
We
got
love it.
next?
We love it. Oh. Well, this is gonna bring down the mood. Senate GOP blocks emergency paid sick leave bill from moving
Yup.
forward.
Republicans. Yeah, the Democrats made a bill to make sure that people in industries like retail and things where they typically don't get paid leave could leave and not starve to death for not working. And the Republicans are like, nope. And water is also wet. So I felt like we all knew this was going to happen. It's so crazy how bold Republicans are getting, because that means that these people are willing to put their name next to this. Be like, yeah, I was the guy that said, fuck the poor people. Like, that was me right
It's
there.
just kind of
Fuck-
like
Guy tatted, fuck the poor people. Like,
on the knuckles.
right.
On the knuckles. I just don't understand. I mean, they have so many. I just don't understand their reasoning for anything that they do. Like, nothing they do makes sense.
Yeah, they don't want to give you handouts unless you're, companies, and they give you $1.5 trillion, which ironically is the exact same amount that it would need to reduce student debt. And completely
Right.
eliminated it. So,
I just don't.
yeah,
I guess.
I don't get it.
It's because they don't care. They got perfect health care.
Right,
True.
You
for
ain't got
part-time
true.
political gigs.
Right.
True.
I mean, when you have people who are medical professionals who are like, hey, the best way not to spread illnesses is not to go outside, not to go into work and continue spreading these illnesses, and then
On the
I just-
upside, Trump might have
I just wanna
coronavirus.
get more
Yeah, I was about to say,
but-
upside, Trump has been
On the-
exposed
on the
to it
bright
like
side
4
of
different
things.
times now. Come
Yeah, so it was
And
the
still, he hasn't admitted if he got tested yet for it. has he?
he did a press conference today. Okay, so first of all, that press conference today, I was like, what? So he now admits that the coronavirus is not as basic as the flu.
on.
He has admitted that it is serious. He has now further admitted that he's now further admitting that he came in contact with somebody who had it. The the person who was asking, the reporter who was asking him these questions during the press conference had to ask like 5 different ways. So are you going to be tested? So have you been tested? So do you plan to get tested? So you don't plan to get tested? Like, she had to ask him like 12 different ways before he finally said, well, yes, I do plan to get tested. I've not done it yet.
Symptoms.
He said he didn't have any symptoms, and he said that they're trying to clear his schedule and figure out scheduling.
Yeah.
You
He
can
didn't
find
say-
time to golf, but you can't find time to get tested.
And he didn't say that he was
We all know that one.
Trying-
homie.
yeah. he didn't say that he was trying to get tested for, or what the schedule. He was like, he never said yes. He said, no, I've not been tested. And they said, well, do you plan to get tested? Well, I don't have any symptoms. Okay, so are you planning to get tested? Well, I mean, I don't have any symptoms.
Mm.
And they said, okay, so are you going to get eventually tested? We're trying to clear up some scheduling.
Mhm.
Translation. No.
Yep. We all know
Nope.
that one dude. He's like, man, I've been feeling weird. It's like, bro, get tested.
Oh no, man.
It ain't that bad.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Still,
It's like, so you gonna stop being out there like that? Oh no, I ain't gonna stop doing that.
Oh, you just gonna-
You
oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Well, live
So
your
that's what we
life,
do.
man.
what's it like using the bathroom though?
I hate you.
I'm just saying.
I just can't deal with y'all today. Like, man, weather started breaking and the culture shock just went wild.
Because there's more vitamin D being absorbed.
Right, like apparently, because man, like when it was cold out and it was
Oh,
snowy
sad.
and we had to tip across the parking lot to get inside the Aaron's house, like But now all of a sudden, you know, the weather done warmed up and, you
In
know,
the 60s.
Yeah. I'm like, it's
the
going
culture
on.
and it got kind of wild, boy. Last serious story of the night. Dr. Drew says press should be held accountable for coronavirus panic. They are hurting people. I concur with Dr. Drew because let me tell y'all. Now y'all know me and Care Bear watch the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
I sat there today and wanted to pull my hair out from the roots because, like, we watch back to back, so it's channel 3 at 4, then channel 3 again at 4:30, and then they do it again at 5, and then at 6 o'clock, or at 5:30, channel 27 comes on, then at 6, David Muir comes on, and every newscast they have spent at least 25 minutes straight talking about the Rona. Talking about the Rona. Everywhere you look, you're hearing about the Rona. Everywhere you look at the news, you're hearing about the Rona. And I'm like, dog, you just can't not hear about it. So, like, when mine finally changed the channel, I'm like, girl, thank you. I put on the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I had to watch something lighthearted and funny, and I just had to turn that on because I just couldn't deal. But I think it's true. I think the media just focuses so much. It's just in your face, no matter. But it's been like that with everything. It was in your face with swine flu and H1N1 and Ebola and SARS.
All this coverage.
West Nile.
And I'm like, what else is going on that they ain't talking about like that?
And this is one of those crazy things where I can't tell if the media is going so crazy it's affecting the government. Because at this point, it does have real effects.
Right.
E3 got shut down. Every sports thing got shut down. We got government agencies getting shut down. It's crazy.
Right.
Or if the government is messing up so bad that this. Because we had a whole 2-month jump on this and spent the whole 2 months roasting China. Yep. And then our government did nothing to prepare.
Right.
Because we were roasting China.
Like, China over there.
Right.
With the corona.
And now look at us, like,
he's like, oh no.
You got some squirts?
Yeah.
Right, talking about some.
The U.S. right now has
sanitizer.
the highest percentage of death per case because we are
The U.S. does?
Yes, we have 19 deaths right now. There's
Why
other
is that
countries
not
that have more
surprising?
raw numbers of death,
That don't
but
really
compared
surprise
to
me.
their numbers of cases that are caught. And in the U.S., we don't have any like good way to test people, like you brought up earlier. And like it's
Well, that's because we have a Cheeto in office.
Yeah, and we're the only first world country that have free healthcare. You're like, oh my God, I hate them Arabs. Saudi Arabia sucks. They have free healthcare.
Right. Well, like they was saying on the news tonight that they're gonna start doing drive-ups, like at Walgreens and a couple of other places, a couple of different pharmacies where you can go and get swabbed, and it takes a couple of days for the results to come back in, which is cool. But I'm like, they talking about, but we still don't know how that's gonna work. I'm like,
and Trump denied
You want me to
a bunch of
give
testing
you my
kits too.
saliva? And you ain't.
I hope it's my saliva, hell, because you know how they test for the flu.
Swab.
You know how they test for
They
the
stick the thing up your.
Yeah.
and you know how they test for other things in females.
Oh Lord.
Everything got to deal with a Q-tip and something being swabbed. I'm just saying.
Tragic.
Got to go up somewhere, or in something, or around something. Anyway.
Touch my face, did it?
That's what I'm straight jacket.
Look, you see.
We probably gonna be fine in Wisconsin, right?
Right.
Thanks.
In the funny story to end the night, because I just love this one. Like I said, y'all can sit up and be front like it ain't serious if you want to. I'm gonna laugh at it. The baby got suspended from school for selling squirts of hand sanitizer to his classmates. Let me tell you something. That baby was brilliant. They didn't need to suspend that child.
Entrepreneur in the making.
All right.
Look, did it for 69 cents. And they was, well, what are you going to do with the money? Or 64 cents, I'm sorry. Made a little over $11. They're going to ask him what he was going to do with the money. He went and got some Doritos.
I'm mad that he got suspended.
Yeah.
And look, it said, what are the proceeds going to be used for? Tompkins said he purchased a bag of Doritos and plans to buy a kebab with the rest of his cash. Let this baby be great.
The plans to be.
I'm mad they said what the proceeds going to, making it sound like it's like going to a charity.
Let this baby be great. He ain't did nothing wrong.
He just
Better take his cut for the IRS though. Don't mess around, little boy. Make sure you get the IRS their money. It is. You can do a lot of stuff, but don't mess with the IRS.
Don't mess with that baby. He ain't did nothing wrong.
Let alone in his squirts.
Let him have his, man, that baby ain't did nothing wrong. Oh, and the last story that I'm so excited to say, I know y'all heard about the guy who, in Madison, or from Iowa rather, who killed his stepfather. Oh, y'all didn't hear about
the
it.
white boy that shot him.
Yeah, his stepfather, they had his trial here in Madison. It was the second trial. And the first time they found him guilty, or no, it was a hung jury. So they went through and did the trial again, and found that the stepdad had been beating up his mom and all of that. Mom passed away last year or something like that. They did the trial again, and they found him not guilty. I was happy to hear that, because you know what? I wish upon a star somebody would do something. And I'm not going to make it look like an accident. I'll stay there and, yep, I did it.
Yeah, that was very sad to hear. But I was glad that you're right, that he got found not guilty. It actually does seem like you didn't do anything wrong in the situation.
Well, y'all, that was fun. Upcoming events and announcements. Guess what, y'all? Pookie. Trev, hey Trev, love you. Trev got a new song out. Go check it out. It's on Apple Music. It's streaming everywhere. It's called Choices. We got it on the podcast site, on the podcast Instagram. We got it everywhere. So make sure you go listen to that new song, because it is fire. Be looking out for new episodes of The Weekend Warzone with Jazz, because we love us some jazz. Also remember that we are going to be live streaming from St. Louis this summer. You don't want to miss that. Stay tuned for our docu-series coming up on the diversity that lies right here in Beloit. So we're excited about that. We got a lot of people on board for that. Rob and Club Fundamental are doing a 3-on-3 basketball tournament in April. That's going to be, I think, probably more intense than the dodgeball tournament. So you don't want to miss that. We'll make sure that we put the dates. We'll make sure that we put the dates and the details on the Facebook page tonight. Also, there is going to be a big water gun fight in Beloit. In the summer. Super Soakers. They're going to have refill zones and everything like that. It's free to the public just to come out and have some good old-fashioned, good-natured fun. Be looking out for that info. I'll make sure that we put that on the Facebook page and our Instagram page tonight. And make sure you wash your hands and drink some Kool-Aid so you don't get the Rona. Y'all got anything else? Oh, I should announce it. The Sister Soleil Book Club. Mom's Book Club. Shout out to them. They're going to be doing a tea party on May 2nd from noon to about 2:30 at the Historical Society. Tickets are $25. And the proceeds are going to go to, they're going to start a junior book club. With some little black girls. They're going to start a junior book club. And so the proceeds that are donated from there is going to help to get books for the girls, snacks and stuff like that, so they don't have to worry about, paying for that if they don't have to. So that's going to be coming up. And the Culture Shock has been asked to live stream that. So you don't want to miss that, because we're going to be there. And if I can get away with it, I'm wearing the big green hat that Left Eye wore in the Ain't Too Proud to Beg video. And we're going to get Aaron a church hat, because he want to wear a church hat like they wear at church in the black church.
Okay.
Yep. It's going to be the same day as the Kentucky Derby, so you don't want to miss that. And if there's anything else that I didn't announce because I done forgot, my bad. But, Lonnie Carol Hendricks is going to be doing a conference, a wellness conference, fitness and wellness on June 26th and 27th. At the Home 2 Suites. Information is going to be on the Facebook page once we get everything finished up tonight. I'll call her when I get home and get everything finished up. You don't want to miss out on that, because she's got some really dynamic speakers on how to embrace yourself, put yourself first, so you don't want to miss that. And I swear that's the last announcement that I got. That is all, Mr. Producer. Wave bye to the people.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you later. Make sure you eat cereal, drink Kool-Aid. Coronavirus sucks.